Hi there. Routine orthopedic surgeries are one of the leading causes of amputation. What typically happens is an orthopedic surgeon will perform a surgery on an extremity, whether it's the hand or the elbow, the knee, the foot, whatever the case. And while they're working on this orthopedic side of things, usually the bones or the cartilage around the bone, there are a lot of blood vessels that are running in and out of those areas. And there are times during surgery where a blood vessel gets nicked or a blood vessel gets compressed and constricted. When that occurs, then the viable blood supply that is supposed to be bringing nutrients over to that area and to the tissue itself starts to get constricted and it can't actually get there. And so what ends up happening is the tissue starts to die off. Once the tissue dies off, then the limb itself is no longer viable, meaning it can't exist anymore. And so an amputation is required. What ends up usually happening, though, is that a good doctor will notice any of these issues immediately after the surgery. They'll look to see if the arm or the leg, wherever they actually perform surgery, is cold to the touch. That means that not enough blood is getting there. They should also be looking to see that there's a pulse in that area so that they hear the blood supply is good and therefore is not causing any type of ischemia, which is therefore not causing any type of tissue death. If the doctor does not do that, however, then they can't actually see that good blood supply is occurring. They're failing to monitor the situation. And when they fail to monitor the situation, then that is negligence, and it can lead to an amputation. If you or a loved one suffered from an amputation and it was due to the fact that you had a routine orthopedic surgery and then blood supply was cut off but not actually caught, then you probably have a medical malpractice claim and you need to speak to a medical malpractice attorney about your rights. My name is Adam Funk and I am a medical malpractice attorney. I'd be happy to chat with you about your case.